And that's a system that brought some slick road conditions to parts of the area earlier on this morning. But when you see that forecast for 4 to 7 inches in Boston, put that in perspective. So they're getting that in one little system. We've had less than 7 inches of snow all winter so far. More than half of that just came in a 3-day stretch in December. Now, normally when you take the 30-year average, by this point in the winter, we've already seen almost 2 feet of snow. However, as we head into next week, we're likely to make up some of that ground, it looks like. I'll go further into that in just a little bit, but first, we have a nice and calm wrap up to the weekend, thankfully, with a little more sunshine, but just a touch cooler out there. So if you are heading out to any Super Bowl watch parties, or if you just need to run a few errands before the game, you're going to want that good coat. We'll wake up to temperatures in the low 20s, if not the upper teens. Could even have single-digit wind chills out there, so really want to bundle up there. But temperatures will only climb to the upper 20s, up to about 29 in the afternoon. Despite that, sunshine will be a bit filtered at times with the mid-level cloud cover that's still hanging overhead. Just slightly below average, but hey, we'll take it for this time of year. But also notice that sunrise right at 7 a.m. The days are getting a little longer. In fact, we're gaining about 2 minutes of daylight every day. So with that sunrise at 7 a.m., that's our last 7 a.m. sunrise until we spring forward. And that's in exactly 28 days. So that means when we spring forward, that sunrise gets back to after 7 o'clock, but then we don't have to wait too much longer. We only have to wait 10 more days, and then that sunrise is back earlier than 7 a.m. And then as we head later on into the week up ahead, though, as we see that earlier sunrise into Monday, we are still looking at cool and quiet conditions. In fact, a whole lot of sunshine early on Monday, but then we start to head into that active February pattern once again. Really starts to ramp up next week. In fact, we have some increasing confidence now that we could see multiple rounds of snow rolling through the area. And what we're going to be looking at here, this is what I picked up from the National Blend of Models. These are all the kinds of models from the international kind of models, all blended together. And we look at the probabilities from these just to see where we could see some potential impactful snow. This whole region of the Midwest has a greater than 50% probability of getting at least 1 inch of snow next week. And notice that's right on top of us. And in fact, even some of the models are highlighting another area here where we could see some plowable snow. So pretty much just to break that down, we could be debating whether it's a shovel snow or a snowblower kind of snow that we see at times into next week. But there's still a whole lot of time for changes here. We have to get into the details on these, so just make sure to stay tuned to the forecast throughout the week up ahead as we get into quite the active territory. We're especially watching a Wednesday into Thursday, but we could see some flurries into early Tuesday morning. When in your most accurate 10-day forecast, you'll notice those colder temperatures coming with that potential snowpack on the way as we see even more snow potentially Friday into Saturday.